Welcome to the Fifth Trooper podcast.
Welcome back to a very late episode of the Fifth Trooper podcast. That's on me a little bit. I'm lazy and didn't feel like
We're
it.
building up hype.
Yeah, this is it's a long con.
Well,
folks.
okay, I'll defend you. You're not lazy. You just got terribly sick because children.
Yeah, I got sick. This is I'm going on third time again, man. I'm just dying. But anyway, with me today, I have a very special guest, Koray from the Inglorious Blasters podcast.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Him and I have some history about getting to
a bitter rivalry.
Yeah, a bitter rivalry that just continues to grow.
I feel like you're Stone Cold Steve Austin and I'm The Rock. I just keep losing.
I mean, fair, but you're the crowd favorite, so that's that works. I'll come out and break.
All right, I'll take it.
I'll definitely root for you over Evan. So yeah.
See, there you
Ooh,
go.
there you go. There you go.
Nick's always
There's one
I
already.
already got fans. Perfect.
And with me, I also have Nick, aka Grammar Police.
Hey guys, what's going on?
And yeah, sorry for being late. I've just been continually sick and on the verge of death, but I'm back to talk about Legion because it's been a while. So a little back history with Koray and I. So we first met at Adepticon, and it was on the stream. You can actually watch it on the Fifth Trooper cast, and it was a real not fun match. Only because it was Vader hostage, and that's not really a game. What do you do?
If it gets out of hand.
Yeah, it got out of hand really quick. Very inexperienced with Vader being dropped in with a lat. I don't think anyone expected that from Adepticon. So I was just I had a game plan for everything else except that.
He never stumbled across me. He never gave it to me.
Yeah, that's it's kind of it feels bad on both sides because I saw it come up and I'm like, oh, delicious. The points, but also near the end once it took some calculating in my brain to figure out what I could just do, and I'm like, oh dude, I'm sorry. This isn't we're not there's you can't stop me, right? This is just gonna be really, really lousy.
And now your hostage is over here.
Yeah, and it's just force push, go here, their dudes all the way to the back. Op Vader moves, touches the back guy, pulls him forward, stand by. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, they just
I played that moment over and over again in my head. I lost sleep over the 7.
Yeah, I feel that.
I think the only thing I could have done, again, this comes with practice and reps, right? The only thing I could have done is when Vader comes out with your Krennic card, I play the 2-pip. That allows me to disengage.
Okay.
So that way I'm not fully trapped. That's the only thing I could really think of from that.
Because it was I had Krennic, so I had Cunning. So whatever he played, it was going to be a Voracious Ambition.
Yeah.
And I crack, seize the initiative. And it's just yep. Unfortunately, this is just how she goes.
Yep. But it was a great game though.
Yeah, it was and then actually it was funny is we each had nothing to do the second day. So we just hung out. We're just
we hung out.
You want to just walk around the con? So that's how we met. And then funny enough, we roll into ACO. Shout out to Nikki B for doing everything at ACO, and Frontline Frontline owes you a lot for everything you've done. And so we meet at round 3. And we thought,
why'd you blink so much when you said that, Evan?
I don't know. Gun to the back of my head.
Frontline was great. Really helped.
Frontline did everything. They gave him pride support and brought all the tables and TO'd and made side events. And Nick did all that. So Frontline really cares about 40K, and that's cool. But if you go to ACO, that was all Nick. Absolutely all him. And it just makes me sad that one. Anyway, I got a whole nother. I think I got to do an after dark at some point with Fifth Trooper stuff, so I can get drunk and then really just blast.
So you could vent about this.
yeah, in a less constructive way. But
Fifth Trooper, come for the supposed tactical human, stay for the rants.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, we gotta. So okay, I'll put a pin in that. Let me finish my thought before I got a good rant. I got a bunch. So at ACO, round 3 for the cut, which we thought it was against Koray, and we thought whoever won knocked the other guy out. So we were like sweating, right? It was
it was a knife fight. It was a brawl. Whew.
And it ended up being it was payload on advanced. And you had what list did you bring?
I brought the same list as Adepticon, so it was basically Kalani with a tank, 2 spiders, and then 5 B1s with a Magnaguard as well.
Yeah, it's mean. It's
real mean. And then I remember you beat me on the bid by 1 point, so I didn't get to play the game or objectives that I want to play, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's so I brought clones because I'll never play anything twice because I'm just an idiot. So kind of dummy. So I brought Rex, triple bark, phase 2 with 5s, 2 phase 1s with Captain, Z6, Echo Sniper. It ends up being like 10x. And we did payload, and it was so at first I was feeling good, and then we saw the table and it was kind of open in the middle. And then I was still feeling okay. And then the spiders came around. They found their place they were going to live. And the tank just drove on top of this giant bunker. And I'm like, oh.
Yep.
I'm going to get shot every turn. I didn't really think the tank could drive up for whatever reason. I don't know why in my brain it didn't click.
Oh, the AAT goes wherever it wants.
Wherever it wants. This building's mine.
Yeah, as long as it's taller than like the tip of the top, right? You can just like, whoop, go up.
That's it. And then also you get heavy cover from that. So sweet.
Dude, yeah, that was so I'm like, I'll be okay. This will be fine. The tank jumped up there. Then it was like high velocity shell main cannon, high velocity shell main cannon. I'm like, yeah, this is I'm getting a gut punched every time this thing goes. So it came down to like we each only had a few models left on the table. Like it was really just gross. I ended up getting like 1 step closer. You could have denied, like one of your spiders could have ran. So it'd have been like more or less 1-0 because like you were just out. I think I had enough unit leaders. But yeah, that was like an incredibly sweaty game, both because we didn't know that it didn't matter. Because if it didn't matter, I don't care.
I was playing to win. I was like, no, I want to go on to the next day.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like if I had known, like, because there was going to be 1-2-1 that makes it, because we both made it to that, we were both the highest seed, that it wouldn't have mattered. I would have anyway, I would have saved some brain energy at least, because near the end of that round, we all went out to eat after, and I'm just staring at a table, and someone started talking about how good blue Gatorade was. I'm like, yeah, blue player's pretty good. I mean, you get your objectives, and then like, it was rough. That was a hell of a day. But I guess we've had 2 clashes, and I'm hoping Nova's a third. And I hope you
that would be
your,
great.
Your comeuppance. I hope it's for the it's time for the revenge.
I hope you bring too wacky of a list that just topples on itself.
Confuses everybody. We will probably have an Evan list to talk about.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be something with scum. Oh well, let's see. Gen Con's probably gonna be scum. And what haven't I played? What haven't I made a cut with yet? Rebels. So Rebels might be Nova. It might be the Battle Force, like Quad Tauntaun. I don't know. That seems like that
seems good.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, so everyone thought 3 was bad. What if I brought 4 for like, and some who cares core, and then Luke, and it's disgusting. But that was our arc, our lure of the Koray Evan feud, and but between that time, you made a podcast.
That's right, I have. It is called the Inglorious Blasters. It's a podcast where we're just focused talking about different units within Legion in a more debate style twist. So the idea is we have 2 people pick opposing sides, glorious or inglorious for a unit, which means they're great or not so great. And then we have 1 person with the totally and definitely not biased judge. The debaters are going to prepare like about 3 talking points to their side. And then they use that to try and win over the judge. After debating, it's up to the judge to decide for all of the Legion community, is that unit glorious or inglorious? We sprinkle in some humor, We got some hobbying talk, some tournament battle reps, and then new unit hotness talk.
Yeah, cool. That's
my
awesome.
little mini pitch for our show.
And actually, what's like
go ahead, Nick.
the run times for me. It's nice digestible drive time length podcast.
Yeah, that's what we're ideally shooting for, like 30, 40-minute range. We only had one that was about an hour. There was a lot to talk about with ACO.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but it's been a lot of fun so far.
And I'm always willing to shout out new podcasts, because there used to be, back when like Legion started, there was nothing. There was just like us and Outriders and I think Stabcast. I know there was more, but those are the like
right
when I was
Stabcast doesn't exist.
Stabcast is a myth.
You don't mention them here.
There was that's what I remember. Like the big three I would listen to, and then there was a ton of podcasts, and then it was like COVID hit, and then most of them died. Most of them just kind of like went away, and now it's like,
and even like pre-COVID, there was like a dead, not like dead zone of podcast, but like of Legion releases.
Yo, yeah,
there was a little bit of lull.
Honestly, it's like it's a bummer to look at like MCP and see that they get released like multiple releases every month, and we're like before the scum, like last wave was the spider tank droid, spider tank snail tank, spider bot snail tank, I think Magna.
I think that sounds right. It was that super tack wave,
and that was like a few months.
Wave, but
yeah,
they were like the second half of it.
Yeah, then Yoda got delayed. Right, Yoda Wookiees got delayed. That ship sunk somewhere off the coast of.
Well, it got delayed in America.
Oh, true. So
true. Everywhere else had him.
Got the imports.
The overseas imports for getting that burst of speed.
The illegal Yoda imports for the burst. Yeah, I got to make more burst of fast cards. I know.
One of my most
Koray,
prized possessions.
One of your friends messaged me, and I will make them again. I actually have to. I wanted to make a couple cards. Burst of fast was one. There's some Mimi Maul cards I wanted to make.
Make them all, man.
Yeah, like I really have this thing I want to do, a line of robot chicken cards where it's like Bosk is the scene where he's got the secret agent from the you just got bosked. Like I think that's top tier. Or even in that one scene, he's even going after the alien they used for Rebel Captain. He's just like dancing in the corner, and I just want him as my Rebel Captain like card. Like I got plans. But
big plans. Big
plans. A lot of it's easy to think and dream. But I like seeing new podcasts come up because it's like, so there's like, I think Team Relentless, I know they do YouTube videos. I forgive me if they do a podcast I haven't caught up with, because now it's really the ones I listen to is I used to actually I still do really like Team Relentless's videos. They're funny and they're informative, and that was really missing in our community. It's very like, this is the Stormtrooper unit, and he's on average going to get 2.25. It's like okay, very dry. Then I listened to Legion 99 because my boy Nick and Mike, and then I listened to that, and I don't have any. So before yours, I don't really have any others I was like actively searching out, because a lot of them just kind of went to like a release schedule. I mean, ours did, mine did. Holy shit. The Fifth Trooper like died and came back, and like I really wanted to get it going again, but man, I just kept thinking I had like COVID. I got better from COVID, and I got wicked sick again, and then now I'm getting sick a third. I don't know what's going on. I'm just dying. So we'll hopefully get back in the schedule here. That's cool. But please check out Inglorious Blasters. It's on iHeartRadio. Are you anywhere else or just there right now?
Currently we're on Podbean, Amazon Music /Audible, iHeart, Player FM, Podchaser, and then we're awaiting approval from Apple Podcasts, and then we're going to be uploading our episodes to YouTube tonight as well. So if you do that, we're just trying to branch out.
YouTube's big. YouTube's good. Pretty much if you're on Apple and YouTube, you got like your bases covered.
Then you got the bases,
yeah. So cool. Check them out. New podcasts are fun, and we'll see if they can stand the test of time, the road.
That's the goal.
It's but if you do, hey, that's cool. And honestly, I was like, so I showed up, and you had your glorious
schedule better than us so far.
Yeah, geez, I mean, ours is bad. I know.
Yeah, we're trying for every other week.
That's what we need to do too. I just, man, like last,
If you
like
would
we
just
could do-
stop dying, we'd be
yeah,
okay.
a couple weeks ago, I lost my voice. I got tinnitus. Well, I got tinnitus to my ears. So I got the ring, and then I've got the laryngitis. I'm just like barely struggling. But I'm like, I gotta build my Maul. Like I'm in this like, I can't move, but I really need to build. Like, I gotta build my scum, guys.
Are you just going through like the checklist of like diseases and like sicknesses on your wall? It's like, okay, I got
haven't had this
tinnitus today.
Dude,
It's
it
not a
was
checklist.
just-
It's a bingo card. He's trying to win.
It's a bingo card.
Man, yeah, I got
Nice.
a like I called the doctor and then I didn't have a voice, so I'm like, help me, I'm dying. And then I switched insurance, like, okay, what's your insurance number? I'm like, okay, 8. So I was like trying to get through before I could talk to the doctor, and she telemetted me. She's like, here's like 3 medicines. We'll buckshot it, see if it works. I'm like, okay, like, thanks. Can we just talk for real though? Like, I don't want to die anymore.
No, shut up and go to sleep.
Yeah, just go to sleep. Just take some more NyQuil and just keep sleeping.
It'll be fine.
It'll be okay. But so cool. So actually, we got some big news. We did get the Battle Force. Let me pull that up actually.
Yes.
Battle
Force. All 5 battle forces.
5 of them. That's right.
Yeah, you know it's funny because it's like I don't really think of the Scum one as like a Battle Force just because it doesn't. It's just the way you need to build them to play them.
I think I have a little bit an easier time thinking of it as a battle force. If you picture like if they do like another thing like next to it, like, oh, this is the Shadow Collective battle force, and this one over here is the Hut battle force.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's
If
like-
they kind of like break it down
Yeah.
into different Scum like stuff, that'd be cool. I mean, I really like at this point, I just want Prince Zizor and Jury. Like they've got like the models for the alien, right? Like
that could come out.
they're an X-Wing, and they were like Guri was big in X-Wing for a long time. She was very good.
Plot twist. Next battle force is the Vaughn.
Oh, dude.
Going to the-
Oh, dude.
Please no. Like I'm already like weird with Ewoks. I'm like, oh, come on. You know, like
You're not on the
guess.
Ewok train?
I'm not a, oh my God, they're coming to the game, I quit level, but I know there's
Right.
going to be at some point I'm going to get rolled by Ewoks. And I'm like, dude, what am I
God,
doing?
I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna
I'll
roll me
declare it.
Ewoks.
I will sweat the hell out of an Ewok list.
Just
I welcome our murder bears, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
my buddy, quick note, he was a listener. He still listens. He's never played a game of Legion, but he just likes listening to the podcast, which I find really funny. And Howie, thank you. And he, for Christmas, like 2-3 years ago, he's never painted or built a model. He bought and painted me a Palpatine. He painted him like Mum Ra. He did his best, and it looks really good. Like for never painting anything before, top tier. And he's like, well, if Ewoks ever come in, I'll buy in. And it was a joke because who would have thought Ewoks were on the table, and now they are. And so now I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna do them as the intensive Care Bears, and they're gonna have little like hearts and whatever you want on them, like broken hearts maybe, or like a crowbar. So that's my thing to you, Howie, is I'll get you some intensive Care Bears, and then you can have Mum Ra or whoever else you want in there too. We'll just it's kitchen table, who cares? Whatever you want, like Palpatine's pulling the strings on some Care Bears, whatever. But speaking of what I'm assuming, I think they said they're going to be a Battle Force. Everything's going to be a Battle Force now. It doesn't matter. We'll start with the clone one because that's the one they showed at the stream, and it's interesting. I say
there's
that
a few
like
talking points here.
I only say interesting because let me zoom in so you can see, it would feel better if the clones got their original points back. We'll get into a little bit for what the things are, but I think it's going to be the one that's going to have the roughest start. And then after some points, the nice thing about Legion is points fix most things, honestly. So they can kind of realign them. Because clones ruled the world for like a year, right? Rexstar, and you couldn't get near them. And
The
they
dark
killed you.
times.
Yeah, it was really awful.
Speaking
So
of get near us and we'll kill you, we'll get to that later.
Oh, dude, yeah. That's yeah.
That's right.
Good
We'll
lord.
save that spice for later.
Oh man, yeah, I've got.
We'll hit him.
thoughts.
We'll hit him last.
But this is the 501st, so that's cool, right?
It is cool. Like of all, I will like. Spoiler alert: this might be the weakest of all of them, but I think it's probably the coolest of all of them.
Yeah.
It's definitely got the most flavor, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's the one
big
people
agree.
wanted the most. Like it's.
I think they nailed the theme just right, and then I'm really glad that they added bark speeders to be able to be taken with this army,
Ooh.
because that's going to help out a lot of the activation control.
Just for
Well,
axe?
or padding, excuse
Yeah.
me. There you go.
Yeah, you just need some axe. Like you can only have
Yeah.
2, which is fine. At least it's like
Yeah,
clones
something.
right now. I don't think it's going to be probably a hot take. Can be competitive without triple bark, just because you're hitting like 8 axe, and then you're just there's that Anakin Padme list, but I don't really have faith in that.
I
without-
think there's some cool stuff that you could do with pikes now. So like they can definitely reach 10x. I just want to throw that in really quick. Like
No, that's fair.
it's kind of like the Wild West, like you guys like to say all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I mean,
actually a big fan of that too,
anything's possible.
looking at naked pikes as filler. That doesn't help the 501st, but
No.
clones themselves.
Pikes,
Yeah,
I got some thoughts about that. So we'll actually, before we get into that, we'll talk about that. So pikes. Let's talk about pikes in general, because they're going to be a topic of why do I take a battle force when I could have pikes just like around, right? So thematically, I hate it that they're in Gar, because Gar was like they don't get bound. They're like just the good guy. This is the good guy Gar, right? This isn't like Order 66 Gar. This is like there's no bounty hunters, right? No bounty hunters came out for them. They're just like straight like the good guy. So I find it weird that they get the swoop bikes and they get these on a thematic level. Like I get like it's easy to balance these guys by just giving.
you don't
them to
remember that
everybody.
one episode of Clone Wars they shot at Dooku once?
Yeah, just once. But you're not wrong. Both of you are not wrong. Where 40 points, so 80 points for 2, because that's your max for just 2 button pushers who will always have a dodge. You don't really care about a capo because they're getting shot more than once. You goofed, probably. They have danger sense too, so they might not even die. And they have outmaneuver, so if that rare like DLT crit comes through, you just
yeah, just dodge
the
that
dodge.
away.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a real thing.
Are they too good for filler?
I think yes, solely due to the fact that every time I'm making a army, I want to add 1 to 2 pikes at least. They just look really good.
Yeah,
I think no. And I think that's more along the context that they just because they work good for Dar, I don't think I'd necessarily take them in any other faction as filler. I mean, because you'd have B1s as droids.
Right, maybe not.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You'd have rebel
Right,
troopers,
maybe
which
not
are pretty
Separatists.
similar.
yeah, I think these are better though.
And I don't know if they're better than rebel troopers.
Because you always have the
I
dodge, you
think-
have vigilance built.
I
in.
think
Also,
they're just
especially
different.
in the context
Yeah.
that they can't be your minimum. If you're not upgrading your rebel troopers, you've already got 3 button pushers anyway.
So I know the Rebel DLT gun line is a thing right now. So I think if you sub out 1 of them for a pike, it's almost the
Yeah,
same thing,
that-
and you're hedging against armor at the same time.
That's
So like
that's a
that's
special
great.
taste. I actually like them a lot as rebel trooper number 5.
Yeah, me too.
Because rebel troopers being so good and that whole like combo package are pretty dependent on vigilance. And you usually bring
Mhm.
2 copies of it so you can get 4 units. But the trend most recently has been to run 5. And now these guys can be your number 5.
I kind of
Yeah,
like them
it's-
as a 5th. Yeah.
They're just so like I played a table game against Jay Saturday, and the amount of free tokens I was getting. So it was Maul. This isn't like my I changed the list faster, but it's like Maul. It was 3 Black Suns capo shotgun, 3 Pikes whip, 1 capo Maul, and a Mando with retinue. The retinue girl, Cat Rusk or Rusk, whatever.
Rook.
Your Rook, yeah,
Yeah, Rook cast.
Rook
On
cast.
the topic of free tokens, I'm scrolling up through our chat here and I need to find something that I
like
nightmared up.
actually insanity with Scum. I'm just like, all Maul's cards say Maul gets a thing, And then the rest of my army's like, I would rather not have a token, thank you. Right? Like it's I almost don't want to hand it out for the amount of stuff I was getting.
Pretty much.
I think there's some big money in these guys. Empire doesn't even hate them. As like,
Yeah, I don't think Empire hates them.
It's like a better DLC. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you get an extra die. Yeah.
I think that's just the problem with Empire is you're already taking 3 core, and they might be better than a 4th core, but I don't know if you would rather not just take something else more appropriate to your list, like dewbacks, IRG, snipers,
dewbacks,
what have you.
Man. Yeah, it's tough because I hate that.
Maybe if you got all your filler there and then you circled back around, then maybe it'd be all right. Let's get some pipes in here or something.
I just hate that that's the correct answer to fix Scar to get them towards. Is just take pikes, yay, and you're not wrong. That's the worst part. It's just like pikes.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're really good. It's like
the capos aren't bad either.
No,
the capos are like super cheap, and then they can help the other pikes, right? Like, come on.
Evan, I'm going to send you an image here real quick on Discord.
Yo, capo with pikes are nuts. It's like, who do I want at the beginning of the activation to have 2 dodges?
Right. Exactly.
And then when he goes, he's like, I don't care. I'm behind a rock, so I'm going to take an aim and take a dodge.
And then a dodge.
Yeah, like
yeah.
So let me know when that goes through.
Okay, let me. Can you just send me the link?
I only had a picture, but
okay. Let me.
So anyway, I'll just talk about it. So, this list is gross. It is 4 Pike Syndicate capos, all with vigilance. And it's 6 Pike foot soldiers with capos and disintegrators. So already it's insane.
Capos. Yeah, 6 of these guys.
Yep.
Seems right.
4 commanders with vigilance. 4. This list is insane, by the way. No one build this because the amount of Pike boxes you would have to buy is insane.
I mean, AMG would love you to build this.
With an unorthodox tactician and a frenzy gunner and the little laser.
Yep, that's gross.
I would love to run this. This is a
hold on. I've got the
the
math here.
Scopes.
So by my count, if you played a turn 2 discretion, you'd make 10 dodges and 6 surges from independent. You'd keep 4 dodges from vigilance. You'd get 4 aims and 4 dodges from the capos taking their actions and making tokens out of them. You get 1 to 3 aims from the truck and up to 6 aim dodge actions from the pikes and 3 more dodges from the car.
Dude, like it's like
that's a total of I did the math over here. That's 41 tokens, most of which just happen at the start of the turn.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. Like
it's 53 if you count the suppression that you're making and putting on the capos.
Good Lord. Like, yeah, that's
I was having trouble at
so
Adepticon, like putting out my 8 or my CIS list. I'm like, oh, that's insane. This one's like, no, what if I just did 50?
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. That's real life. I mean, you can even drop the scopes for a bid.
And the scopes I just threw on there because I would funnel the aims towards them. And it was just a dumb list in theory, but then I started counting up just the ridiculous amount of tokens that it makes.
Yeah,
this is something I would run. Like, this looks hilarious.
Yeah, just each guy's buried with 2 to 3 dodges. It's like, guess I'm not hurting you. And then with danger sense, maybe I don't. So I shoot you twice to get rid of the dodges. And then now you're
it might be. There's probably a point where you're letting one through to save the dodges. And you're just counting it. Yeah, I'll probably roll some danger sense anyway.
Yeah, I'll roll it off. Yeah, that's that's just pikes. That's you bought 1 box 10 times.
Yeah. This is to a ridiculous degree. Please don't do this because your games will get to turn 2. But pikes they're kind of like that Rebel Trooper buffed up with the gun lines, if they're a little bit more even self-contained.
Yeah.
They don't need the officer to babysit them, but they are more expensive. It's worth noting that I think they're 3 points more expensive, 3 or 4.
Getting a surge for attacks big for them, from the capo, that's actually pretty big.
Yeah.
That's man. Yeah.
So
I don't
dumb list, but hilarious.
Just top tables is not CIS for Evan. It's going to be Pike gun line. All right, cool. This again, sweet. All right, let's let my Han, Chewie, like some garbage list I brought. I have to like figure
All right,
this out.
if you thought 6 B2s were bad on your wallet, this is the worst.
Yeah.
Probably.
This is 10 boxes of Pikes.
I mean, honestly, look, if someone bought 6 boxes of Pikes and they bought one more box and just said these are capos, it's fine.
I'd be cool with that. That's
yeah,
fine.
you did it, pal. You made it. But damn, okay, yeah.
It
So
should not be. All right. Anyway, getting back on. Well,
clones.
all right. Do you guys just want to talk about Shadow Collective? We're already most of the way there. We'll
zip back. We got off tangent. So 501st.
The ones we were also excited about, and then we tangented away from immediately.
It's just Pikes are so good. It's like I feel like clones will be the one faction where there'll be people playing 501st because they like 501st, and that's cool. And here's how you have to look at battle forces in general. They're a reward for building restrictively, not building efficiently. So if you like, this is like an Evan thing. Like,
none of these battle forces are traditionally like efficient.
I
the droid one comes the closest, but it's also probably the least like impressive. So
I played a Hoth list forever. Like it was Leia, Vets, Mark II.
We'll get to that.
1.4 tons and airspeed. But you actually get rewarded for building for Hoth now, whereas you're just for doing it for fun. So like you're getting rewarded for building for the 501st, and you get some bonuses. But I like the problem is I can't tune them too high because if they ever get too good, that's a problem. Because then it's
I'm definitely glad that I don't think any of these are really earth shattering. There's one kind of ridiculous thing that may get errated, but
TBD. TBD. We'll get there.
So in short, for the 501st, your total numbers of operatives and commanders has been limited. Your numbers of core units have been limited. Not that Star ever hit them anyway. You have to take the special forces, and you can take one more. Special forces being only ARC troopers.
Yep.
You can include up to 2 supports, which you have an RT and a BART. Sure, it's fine. And you can have a tank.
You can have a LAT.
Or sorry, a LAT. The tanks are not in there. Anakin doesn't like tanks for some reason.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure there was an old like Xbox game about like almost him exclusively riding around in a tank, but
that's X-Wing only does the theme, man. It's fine. But the cards are good. They're okay.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're not bad.
They're all pretty good. A lot of these cards that it's throughout the battle forces, they almost kind of like cards from other factions that have been put into these battle forces. Like the 2-pip there pinned down is basically pinned down from Empire.
But snipers can take it.
Yeah, but you can use it on arts.
So going over these, they're 1-pip lead from the front. When building a command hand, treat this card as though it has 2 pips, so you can have 3 1-pips, which is good. After a friendly commander is issued an order by this card, choose 3 other friendly units within range 1 of that unit, the commander unit. Each chosen unit gains 1 aim or 1 dodge token. Okay, clone share. That's good.
A free 1-pip and 3 tokens is nice, especially in clones.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Then we got tactical planning. After a friendly support or special forces unit performs attack against a unit that has a face of 4 token, shuffle that token back in the order pool. So it's been down, except a little bit better, just because you don't have to have a heavy or support. Like snipers are good, right? Like
it works on arts. And this, I think you're probably bringing 2 arts in this list or 2 barts in this list anyway. So it lets you kind of do some long range flank shots with it, but you can hit it with arts too. You need to ruin somebody's tat strike or something.
And then Legions of the 501st. Permanent, which is to note. Friendly units at range 1 to 2 of a friendly Anakin Skywalker or a friendly clone Captain Rex gain Indomitable. Interesting fact, you are always range 1 of yourself. So they gain Indomitable, which is big for Anakin, actually.
It's big for Anakin. I do think this is the worst card out of the set, though.
I like it.
I agree with that too.
Oh, okay. Then this is interesting because I think it's good. I like it for let me back up. So my clone list I was playing, I take captains on my units because I don't want to have to deal suppression because I only have 1 courage. So having
But
indomitable means I can probably roll them off.
But you're not going to have 1 courage because you're playing 501st, and every unit in here is at least 2.
Also true.
Right. That's why I think this card is kind of redundant. Most of the core that you have is 2
Yeah,
courage.
It's already very hard to suppress clones.
That's true. But getting I'm all about not worrying about suppression. So I'm still on team leaders of the 501st, but you make a good point.
All right.
Because getting hit by think of this card coming up with the Blizzard Force one that we'll get to, where there's a lot of suppressive in that. So being able to say, hey, nah, like don't care.
Yeah.
So these are printed play. You don't have to buy the $150 box for these. I mean, it's a good deal though.
It is a good deal if you want a bunch of ARC troopers.
Which maybe hopefully you do down the line.
I actually I don't hate it because I am OCD and I don't like flight stands. So I can then like cannibalize those ARC squads to make like, instead of like 3, I'll make like 2 that's on the ground. And like,
yeah, they're tactical rocks. They're just jumping off tactical rocks.
Tactical rocks.
So what let's go back for let's discuss this for a little bit. What kind of lists are you building for your 501st?
Let's see. This Republic. I'm a Rex man.
I was gonna say probably Rex Clone Commander, something like that to get your hands up. I don't know if Anakin plays well with 501st.
I don't think you can get to enough acts. If you're running Anakin, it seems like you're pretty much running a 9 or a 8-act list. Maybe you can go 9s. I don't think that checked since we found out that you can put Barks in it.
Yeah, Barks are like, I want to use ATRTs. They're cool. Like they're an interesting unit that I think hasn't been explored.
We have a local at our shop who granted it's rebels, and Surge creates a hell of a drug, but he consistently runs 3 ATRTs still, and they always do work.
Yeah,
ATRTs are sometimes no joke. They just roll crits, man.
Okay, let's see 6. Give me 2 of those. Give me arc with. The trouble is, I guess arc with 5s isn't bad.
I like 5s on a phase 2 because he can hit that commander's direct.
Yeah, still. I mean, having sharpshooter tactical on 5s, like gun. I don't know. So either way, we'll throw them in on phase 2. I play them on phase 2s a lot because I like having that courage. Like your team rallies when your commanders die. Like your clone captain and Rex go down there, like, well, we're not running. 6 courage, let's go. I mean, I can hit 9 with some room. That's not like,
and this is pretty close to the list that I built. It's that I actually I'm on camp. The real leaders of the 501st are the clone commanders. I ditched Captain Rex.
Yeah, no.
And
you'll see points there.
Ooh, I can't.
It was an ARC trooper with the normal squad, a strike team with Echo, 2 Barts, 3 Z6 phase 2s, a 5s phase 2, and 2 clone commanders.
You lead from the front, take that clankers, tactical planning. We're not programmed. And what is this? Oh, leaders of the 501st. I don't even know if you did, I guess. So you have 3. Yeah, it's actually not a bad command hand. Problem is, man,
it's not bad.
Call Me Captain is such a good card. Such a good card. But man, if he's in a position to do it, he's probably dead. Like if anytime he can call me captain, everything else could probably shoot him out of experience. But I mean, like, this isn't bad. Like, this is okay. There's some tweaking to do. I just wish there was. So the problem is ARC troopers need a ARC upgrade pack where there's just more than a sniper. Like, give me a generic dude. Give me like a medic.
We need to go straight from like that old like Samurai Jack show where there's an ARC trooper with a Z6, and then there's the ARC trooper with that like giant like over that's like that chest rid.
Oh yeah. The Tartakovsky. Like, so okay, like this is actually like a better version of what I'm running now, honestly. just because it's 9 acts. I'm losing an act, but all my acts are a little bit like meatier. You don't really have any
Yeah.
filler. And even like you could even do, I mean, just out of the ATRT, what's cheap?
Oh yeah, instead of the barks, you could do the ATRT because you got some wiggle room.
Yeah, you get 2 heavy laser cannons for that armor hedge.
Impact hedge.
3 armor, 3 impact, fire support in with Z6. You could probably rip the life out of, I'll call them honest vehicles with white defense dice. But when you hit those red ones, it's nothing's worse than seeing a tank roll out all blocks. You're like, okay.
As
all right,
as a recovering double AAT player, nothing really made me happier than when someone tried to shoot my AATs.
Yep, I'm like, yes, please shoot this.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that's actually like that's okay.
It's
And
not
I say
bad.
that as like you could bring that to like a local event and win. You could bring that to a big event and make cut. Like that's
All right.
I mean,
I
this
can
isn't like
I can hear everybody screaming. Let's fit Anakin in here. Let's do it. It's the 501st. We gotta try it.
so
Put our 5th trooper seal on it. This is our Anakin list.
okay. So all right, we'll do this.
do it.
Well, it's gonna be Anakin Lat. So
Oh,
yep. Because
I like this idea because
Why?
like just throw him in there, see what happens.
oh, you only get the shock pilot.
yeah.
that's
There's no unique
actually
upgrades
fine.
other than Echo and 5s.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
all right.
Huh.
That's weird.
And then you want
Because
you probably
Commander Fox is a different clone unit, and I don't know
Yeah.
what the other guy is.
And
Hound and Grizzer are
Grizzer.
a different guy too.
We do push, of course, and then we do. I like choke on
Throw.
my Anakin. You throw over choke. You think?
Throw, yeah. He's got his part where he has to attack, and he's relentless
I
saber
mean-
throw is way too good for fire supports and stuff.
If we're adding the lat,
Yeah.
do we need
Adding the
saber
lat.
throw?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I think
Only
we
if
do,
we're adding the lat.
Okay.
Yeah, I got him. We got him, gentlemen. Tenacity, and then seize,
No endurance.
endurance. Do you care though?
Yeah, you don't. You can't be suppressed.
But you're never gonna get
If
shot.
if
Like,
you're
with the
if
lat
you're
drop
playing leaders of the 501st, I think you can get away with it.
off. I think
But
into the
when
face,
are
not
you
terrible.
playing it? Anakin's got so
Yeah.
long to power up.
That's
That's
true.
true. That's true.
Throw endurance on
Uh,
him. He needs it.
Yeah. All right. Then we do
Like just in case.
2 core. Or do we just need 1 core? We just need 1. No, that can't be right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we only
minimum
need one. Yep.
Oh, 1. Okay. And
That was the
then
wrong battle
minimum-
force, but yes, one.
Oh well, yeah. Oh, this doesn't
You
look right.
you looked at it, saw the number of 3, and just said yes, one, indeed, and just
We were
Went
just so
away.
confident. He just trusted us. That's
so
fine.
into it. Okay, so that's your minimums. And then we want at least Echo. Echo's the only good sniper.
Yeah.
I'll die by that. 5's phase 2. And then
I still think you want a commander.
yeah, I guess
Yeah, they're cheap. Yeah.
they're just so efficient. Like it's
Yeah,
I hate that
they're
you, like,
almost
have
as
to
good
take
as a
them.
phase 1 naked squad anyway, like on offense and defense. and
Yeah,
everything.
it's like not
and they
you're
do
not wrong.
and they do commander things like
Okay, that's sniper. These guys don't have anything. Give them that. And then can I fit a?
that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah, we can get squish. No, we can't. Okay. Well, we can get a little bit heavier here. Then we can do like medic. No.
We can give the arcs a training upgrade.
Yeah. We got for guns again. I haven't used a full arc team in a while. Oh, they're like,
Every done.
they're like lousy
One black, and
Mandalorians.
then-
So
yeah,
all
So,
black.
like,
Yeah.
They're like lousy Mandalorians now. Though that's a problem. Because there's 72 points, and the Mando Super Commandos are 75, and they're just like better. Red, black, white at range 1 to 3, 2 blacks range 1 to 2. Indomitable. I mean, like the surge to block, like value creep. I guess you get tactical though. Okay, so we'll give them like I don't know. Push isn't terrible.
We could pull that ATRT trick again.
Yeah. That's fair.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yep.
Okay.
And also, I
maybe-
don't hate naked ATRTs. there's a meta reason for laser cannon now, but I used
Give
to run
'em-
them with clones, like just for fun, and just that critical impact gun
Yep. Full
does
tilting
like
guy.
a pretty
Oh, it throws
decent
3
amount of work.
dice? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it threw
Yeah.
2. Okay, yeah, never
Yeah.
mind. That's pretty good.
Yeah. You're just looking for like surge, really. Surge touch crits, right?
Yeah,
Um,
pretty much.
We give Clone Commander strict orders. Oh, you don't really need to get downloadable.
Yeah, you don't need that. I don't think you
Um,
need anything.
Yeah, I
Maybe
guess not.
vigilance, because Anakin's gonna
Maybe vigilance
It's-
is the only thing.
Anakin's
yeah.
gonna be making dodges. Might as well maybe save one.
That's actually not terrible either. It's not great, but I mean, honestly, the lat. So okay, this list will slap really hard once spiders get adjusted. That because when they're not everywhere at top table, or even like at casuals, we had 2 or 3 double spider lists that were ion. Once those are kind of like not as prevalent, because people always still play them because they're spiders and they like them, and that's fine.
Oh, I was
I love my
so
spiders.
hyped for spiders because I wanted CIS to have ATRTs.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's kind of actually, yeah.
I was
that's
so
what they
hyped
are,
for the
aren't they?
laser
Yeah.
cannon spider,
That is what
and then
they
like
are, yeah.
when this ion thing happened, like wait, what?
Yeah, because honestly,
I just want
when
support units that'll sit and shoot with my gun line, and like
with
oh,
the laser
what if they
cannon
did it
ones
amazingly?
don't feel that bad to play against. They move up. They'll put like 3 over cover usually, sometimes 2, and it feels fine. It's just
Yeah,
the
I think it's just the range.
the ion,
That's
yeah,
really it.
just puts it over the top. But I mean, that
Yep.
this list will like it'll slap. I mean, honestly, once the ion threat's gone, like the lat can just live full bore and clone shock trooper, give Anakin a dodge before he gets out is really good. So because you're just using that for dem so mastery, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's okay. Like we take where the fun begins. Front.
All advantage cards, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All Anakin's cards. And then, yeah, I guess tactical planning's
It would take away one of your one pips
yeah.
though.
it's. I guess you don't take that.
I don't think
or
you need
wait,
it
no,
if you're running
Did I
any.
do that? That was lead from the front, right?
So we got lead from the
Never
front.
mind. I flipped them around.
That's where the fun begins here. The
Yeah,
Clone
that's one of your
Wars
2
universe
pips.
might
So yeah,
power.
that's your 2s.
Mhm.
Oh, leaders of the 501st.
Yeah, leaders 5
Um,
first, and then these are other 2.
I mean, honestly, even just push is fine. Because this you probably won't be in range for air. Air assault's not great on.
It's not bad. You order Anakin, and then just whenever the clone commander comes up, he
Yeah.
throws out the.
Or if you have to
Yeah.
shoot with Anakin for whatever reason, surge to crit probably at that point.
Yeah, but
Anakin can't shoot it.
It's a weird
Uh,
card. It's like when do you
Clone
have time to play
Commander,
this?
That's right. Yeah. I guess you don't. I guess push.
I think it's just push.
Push.
You give it on
yeah.
the lad and then Annie.
Yep. And then
Yeah, that's fair.
that's okay. I mean, I think that's again, that also is like all right. Like
Yeah.
not super
It looks
tuned,
fun.
but-
Like I would give this to someone like new to the game, saying, "Hey,
It would
do you
be
like
fun.
Anakin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like lightsabers? You like planes?
Do you like it when he jumped out of a
I am
lap?"
curious. Before you might outside of this, can we try to get this to 9? Can we get rid of the lat, add another phase 2, and take the
Well,
R2?
I mean, yeah, you can get to get rid of all
Oh, you
that.
could
Does
definitely
it
get
fit
to
9?
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
I don't think it. I mean, it's going to be close. I don't
You
think
just
I'd call
do
it
mortars
easy.
even. You can like
If you just take a naked phase too.
yeah. you
Well,
can make it-
yeah, but I.
Yeah. 9 with 2 naked phase 2s.
Okay, fair
It's the
enough. I
cheapest
guess
thing. Yeah.
if
that's the
you
cheapest
yeah
thing.
if you downgraded the ATRTs to Barks,
Oh yeah, that might help a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
then you could get a gun on one of them.
well, you could probably do double mortar.
You could do double mortar. If you don't wanna move.
$7.95. There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm nervous. So Maul being the one exception, I really don't like force users without a transport now. It just depends on your table.
But Anakin, actually, again, at this point, you'd probably take
We take burst
saber
speed.
throw. He's got.
Well-
I think he takes saber throw because he's got. He
Yeah.
has a meaningful range attack.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think you do burst of speed just to get him in there. Because man, some tables are just open. Like it's TTS is great, but it's also it tricks you into thinking real tables are going to be good. Sometimes you get some real tables, and they're just way open, and your saber user's like, well, either I try to last first my way in because I'm going to get shot up, or I have to do this like really wonky roundabout trip, like after Adepticon, after ACO, after all the events I've been to. I'm like really in. If you give a saber user and you're not taking burst of speed, you take some sort of transport for him. Even like the land speeder with Luke is like just to get him in there. But yeah, I mean that's okay. That'll do it. We're gonna skip skirmish stuff. I don't care.
Yeah,
there's stuff
that's
for
fine.
this. Like it's whatever. It's fine.
all right. Let's save these guys for last. These are
You want to save the rebels for last?
yeah, they're the spicy ones.
Okay, Blizzard Force.
I think this is
I think it's
I
fine.
think this-
pretty cool.
I think
I don't
this
think
looks
it's necessarily
cool.
flavorful, but it's cool. Like
My only issue is the box should have had e-webs.
yeah, it definitely should
Yeah.
have.
If you're going all in on the Blizzard Force, and if they did do the speeder bikes, I really wish they'd put Snowtrooper sculpts on them just to make it.
Yeah, it just not even
Yeah.
like I would have settled like it. The box just comes with like some snowtroopers that are kind of just like posed like this,
Yep, and you just
and you
stick
just put them on the other ones. Like
Done.
okay,
But okay, Blizzard Force. So this is the force that was attacking the Hoth base. Is Blizzard Force is part of the Galactic Empire faction. Blizzard Field Commander cannot be used in Blizzard Force. So Darth Vader, a General Veers Imperial Officer, Operative Darth Vader, Corps Snowtroops, or 0 to 2 Stormtroopers. Put a star on those. Support speeder bikes, which is weird.
it
I
is
guess
weird.
you just need to have something that can move faster than one. I
Oh, we'll get to
Stormtroopers
that.
move
There's
too.
some speed.
that's true. EWEB Heavy Blaster Team, ATST, General Weiss unique card. Requirements: each army must include 1 to 2 commander operative
Something
units.
I want to talk about that list though is important. There's both versions of Vader are in this list, and spoiler for Rebels when we get there, that is not true later
Oh
on
yes,
for Luke.
Right.
which is it's weird because they made the point to say, well, hey, Return of the Jedi Luke wasn't at Hoth, but
Yeah.
operative Darth Vader was not at Hoth either, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's so I get it. You just need something, like I get it, but also like, all right,
I enjoy the flexibility. Like you get to pick your favorite flavor of Vader.
yeah,
but
that's fair.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I thought it was interesting that it worked for Empire, but not for Rebels coming up.
Yeah.
Each army must include 3 to 6 corps. Support 1 to 4 support units. So 4 speeder bikes is like a real
And
thing.
No special
Oh,
forces
yeah.
at all.
No special forces.
Get them scouts out of here unless they're
They
on a
include
speeder
up to
bike.
2 heavy units. Skipping that. So okay. The cards: Unrelenting Fire, 1 pip. Enemy units cannot remove more than 1 suppression token during the rally step. Very good.
So something I want to talk about all of these, they all order any unit, which I
Yeah.
think is kind of cool. I think they're
Which
the
is
only ones to
awesome.
do that. They're just all any unit.
I would also like to point out this is a 1 pip that does 2 units.
Yes,
Which
that's
is
good.
pretty good.
That's
Yep.
actually good. And you see a snow speeder. I'm pointing at the screen that you can see. There's a snow speeder. A Z, whatever, Z64. What the hell are these things called?
74?
74-Z with a snow guy on it. Damn it, AMG. You're going to charge me a box. I'll buy it. Just give me the guy. They're in there twice. They're in the other card too. Where's my AT-AT? God, they never do anything I want.
Sure.
But half kidding, only half. So 1 pip, pretty good. So these cards, they're like this one and the Hoth one if you look at them quickly, you're like, oh, they're okay. Like they're not like flashy like the CIS or the 501st one is, but they're good. So
Yeah, that's just like a solid good effect on top of ordering 2 units on a 1 pip. Like,
yeah,
Mhm.
That's great.
Overwhelming Barrage. Once this round, at the end of the activation of a friendly commander unit, it may perform an attack using the following weapon. So 4 infinity, 4 black, surge to hit, blast beam 1, which I thought was interesting. Immune
Yeah.
deflect suppressive.
That's a damn good attack.
That's
yes.
really good.
Like,
Add the
blast,
sharpshooter 1.
Blast
Yeah.
and beam
Yeah.
and suppressive. Like,
And so this is interesting. Does Veers' surge to crit overpower that?
no.
Because he's using it. Oh, it's
I
specifically.
think it's because
replaces?
specifically it says it. I think it overrides it, which is weird. It's not how his orbital strike or his normal one pick
Anything
works.
else? Yeah.
I guess it's more like a mine kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like-
There'll need to be a clarification.
Yeah.
Because because I get it for Vader. He doesn't surge to hit. So to make this like even worth your time with Vader, you need
Yeah.
to surge to hit. But does he surge to crit? It makes sense too in a weird like because he's the guy who commands the strikes. I guess right. He's just like ATSD or AT-AT. Do it again. Except
Yep.
that guy, kill that man. But it's also 2 units. So just do anything. Also, I want to say the art on all these is really dope.
Yeah.
On all the cards they've done.
Oh, absolutely.
I think all the command cards are like the box art, which has been is amazing for all 4 of them. It's absolutely amazing. And then like it's just different parts of it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And so 3 pip is debark for ground assault. 3 units. Each friendly trooper unit that is issued in order using this card gains spur. That helps snows a lot. And then weapons of each friendly trooper unit in this that's issued in order using this card gains suppressive, which is actually
It's worth
insane.
noting that it's each friendly core trooper unit.
Correct.
So you can order any unit, but the bonuses
Cores,
only
yeah,
go to
yeah.
core troopers. So you're not speed 3 invader with the spur here. It's only
that
core
would
trooper
be-
units that get the
That would
bonus.
be a little nuts.
That's
So-
super good.
That's going to be really cool with flame trooper snow troopers because
Mhm.
now your threat range is about range 3.
Yeah.
Pretty nasty.
That's super good because especially with Commander Vader, who you don't care because he's got compel. So just
Yeah.
keep going, and then they can spur like they're like, all right, I'll do my free move, I'll spur, get on suppression. All right, I'm suppressing one action. Well, I'll just spur again and then fire. Like it's
Yep.
Set them on fire.
yeah, who cares about dodge like games or anything? It's like we're just moving, boys.
Yeah.
And then so this is interesting. Actually, this is the only one that comes with like its own card. The Stormtrooper Heavy Response Unit. So 30 points.
And every Hoth force should now include 2 units of stormtroopers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is it's weird because I really
It's
wish
very
they
weird.
just done. I got some like thematic nitpicks. I'm like, well, it should be storm. You should say take snows and then just take heavy. I don't know. Like there should be snows in there, but snow double heavy doesn't make any sense. It's not very good.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. It's cool. So, Stormtrooper Heavy Response Unit, flexible response. This unit must equip 2 heavy unit upgrades, 2 heavy weapon upgrades. So nothing else. Precise 1, good. Unhindered. Okay.
Unhindered, why? But okay.
Yeah, sure. Special issue Blizzard Force. This unit may only be taken in Blizzard Force. So you get 3 dudes in this one: naked, red defense, surge to hit, 1 health, 1 courage, 1 to 3, 11. But you take 2
For
heavy.
30
So
points.
we for 30 points. So I think the one we're
So
of,
you're pretty much you're getting a discount even. And you're still gonna end up with a 5-man squad like you would with a normal Stormtrooper Heavy. You're just getting an extra one.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think this is the
Yeah.
one you and I were. So it's Stormtrooper with DLT and the Pintle. So
Yes.
you're throwing 3 red, 3 white, impact 1 at range 4.
Yeah, that's
Surge
insane.
to hit.
Yeah, it's
Surge
pretty
to
nuts.
hit, precise. Like
I wish I could take more.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
I know, right?
I mean, I don't think you're ever taking the rocket.
Not really.
Nah,
No,
I mean,
you could take the R297 and the T21 and just light up somebody at range 3.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
actually like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
7,
9, 10,
8.
11 dice. Critical.
Yeah, 11
2.
dice.
Yeah, 11.
11 dice,
geez.
crit 2.
For 76
Precise
points.
1.
Yeah, precise 1 for 76 points. Like, I would be in on this if they could let me take double rocket. Like, let's go.
Oh, double. That would actually be that's kind of hilarious. What just okay, impact 6. Here we go.
Impact 6, let's go.
Let's go.
Actually, rocket with DLT is anti-armor hedge. Like,
I mean, you could.
range 4, 2 red, 3
Just
black.
recover, shoot all game.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
That's actually like that's okay. Okay, it's even 66. It works. It works in so many levels.
It works.
It's like
works.
poetry. It rhymes.
I want to say this really quick. I hope AMG does more of these types of cards where we could just print them out, because this provides such easy fixes for a lot of stuff in the future. Please do this.
Absolutely. I mean, it just makes it. It just sucks. It's like, so with Marvel Crisis Protocol, they released a card pack with all the updated cards, so you can get official printout cards. Please just do that for Legion. Like, I like the print place great. Like, give me that too. But like, we're so beyond. Like, there's a couple commanders like Vader. Like,
Vader's completely different.
Yeah,
they just need to do like faction packs. Like, here's your here's the generic upgrade packs, upgrade cards that we changed. Here's the Empire, Rebels, CS Droid or CS clones, and you can just buy the faction pack and you're set.
So just putting this together real quick without doing too much thinking. I mean, okay, Vader. What's he even want? Vigilance, I guess.
I usually threw vigilance on him or
vigilance.
All right, so
Choke.
I haven't seen anybody do this yet, but I low key think aggressive tactics is good on Vader. One, it's thematic, but two, I like it because that suddenly makes it less painful for you if you find that spot where like, oh, I actually want to infiltrate Vader this game. He still gets a surge token.
Got a lot of
true.
left.
Rather than 2, you get the 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
I can get behind that. Yeah.
Do you know?
I think officer. If you're, I don't think you care about.
No ATST.
Yeah, that'd be pretty expensive.
Officer, sure. What are you what's? Or you do butts or you got bikes. You got bikes for whatever reason. So we could drop. Yeah. That's 10. That's 10 without even like really monkeying with it
without
too
even
much.
really trying.
And Commander Vader, Imperial Officer. I mean, this is like not super tuned, but that's like that's pretty good.
I made a Veers list out of this that was I believe it was Veers, an ATST with Weiss, and a cannon, mortar. The 2 super stormtroopers that we had, it was 2 ion snowtroopers, which I still love. Especially with Veers. I just want to ruin somebody's Magnaguard's day and just step up with 1 squad of snowtroopers and double ion them.
Yeah.
Ion poppers in the gun. But they're a little bit better, I think, with Veers' card. He can get a free recover on them. And then I think I just had a bunch of E-webs past that, just to load it up as a gun line, and I was decently impressed. I think those double heavy storms are actually going to be super
They're
awesome.
kind of nuts.
They're going to be way too good, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're auto include in every single.
Yeah, I was trying just
to
build without, like, I put in 1 naked,
which sucks because it's like they're not snowtroopers. They're not wearing the right armor. Why are they in this list? But they're so good. It's like someone at AMG came up with the unit and they got so excited.
They just threw it in here.
These are supposed to be on Endor. No, we're pushing them out now. Damn it!
I think you. I was building a list earlier for this battle force. You can get like 11 acts with 4 bikes, and then 6 core with Veers. It's
oh my god,
it's gross. And then you get 3 ion snows with officers.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I forgot they could take off. Officers just a way to go for snows if you don't have Vader, just to make sure they get their 2 moves. Man, that's. Jeez.
All right, Separatist Invasion, also known as the 8B1 army.
Yeah, this one's weird. Again, it's like Dooku and Grievous. Like, it's just the invasion of Naboo, right? That's kind of the point of this. And in the movies,
it's not though. It's supposed to be
just
a droid planetary invasion force, nondescript, but somehow limited.
Okay, gotcha. To me, it's Naboo like from the movie, right? And then like so you take the tank because the tank's very prominent in the movie. And then like
Yeah.
to me, when I guess just to give you some options, like Maul, sure, he was there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
you know, like
Magnaguard.
Magnaguard, what? Okay, they weren't in the like again.
Yeah.
It's you have to do like. I love the books. I love the extended universe, but movies are everything. You know, like that's the thing people think about when they think about Star Wars. So it's like I get Magnaguard just to have special force, and they're very good. But like, were they there? I don't think. So.
I was really hoping this would be like the battle force that made Droidicus good.
Yeah,
I was hoping so too. Really.
Yeah, right. Like, but now that's you can take stabs, you'll never take Droidicas. Like,
Yeah.
No.
it's just still just like, oh, you gotta take that tank though. I guess it's a
Yeah.
unique
Yeah,
upgrade.
it's a requirement. You got.
It's a requirement that you take a tank in this battle force.
Oh
Which
no, I
kind
have
of
to
by
take a good
default,
unit.
Yeah, right. Like,
I mean, it's not bad that you have to take the tank, but it is kind of bad because that almost essentially rules out Dooku, Grievous, and Maul.
I
Like,
think so. This is where
a little less
I have
Grievous, I
like
guess, but
I have a little like trouble with this battle force because if you want to take those special forces, or sorry, like Dooku and Maul and Grievous and something like that, I think you're better off without this battle force. I think you're
Yeah.
just better off using
Yeah,
a
you
regular
are.
army. Yeah.
Yep.
you're much
This,
better
this
off.
I think this one is geared mainly towards you are going to take 8B1s and it's going to be oppressive.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
this is the you're going to take 8B1s, but we made you take a tank, so you're not taking Dooku and Grievous or Maul. Like,
Right.
yeah, that's some points.
so this is the T series AAT 8B1s and exactly that battle force. Oh, and Estrada Magnaguard because you have to.
Oh, you do. Okay,
Yes.
really?
Do you?
Yes. 1
each
to
unit-
2 special forces units.
May
It,
include.
it may include 1 to 2.
You don't got it.
No.
But it
Uh
Yeah, it's a May.
oh wait, it is May?
yeah,
yeah.
got him.
I thought wait. I think
got
that's
him.
I think that's it. Because check the other wordings of that because it's all the other ones say up to.
Yeah, this is a May. Because this may include up to 1. Each army must include 1 commander.
Yeah,
unit.
that one says may include up to 1. And
Up
the
to
other
1.
the other boxes say like look at the support, it says may include up to 2 support.
Yeah,
And then that one says may include 1 to 2.
yeah. So you don't have to take it. Like even the Legion HQ, core
Yeah.
tank commander.
Huh.
They're red. Yep.
I'm
So
calling for clarification. But
So, you can look it up, but that's pretty much you must include 1 heavy
Is-
unit.
look at as I thought that was different wording than everything else. Scroll
That's
from it.
may include up to 1 to 2 special forces. Each army must include 2 to
Yeah.
6 core.
Yeah, there's may and must. Yep.
May it's just weird that they don't say up to on that.
May include 1 to 2.
Every other one is like up to 2, up to 3, and that one's may 1 to 2.
So I don't know if you know this, but humans write this, and sometimes they don't really pay attention to the wording, especially when it's an intern doing it. All right, but fill this out for us.
I'm still sticking my pin in that one. It would not surprise me.
I mean,
that
I don't know
one
what to
comes
tell
back
you, man.
around.
These are the words I can.
I mean, I wouldn't be sad if I had to include a Magna
Yeah.
Guard. So
Each army
I
may
mean,
include 1 to 2 special forces.
Yeah, it just hurts. Like if you try to do something else with this list, like you've got like about 100 points left after you get your 8B1s and your tank and your T series in there. And this is no. If it works how I'm reading it, then you don't have an option because it's Magnaguard.
No,
I
that's.
think it's May. It's
I'm
definitely
pretty sure
May.
it's May.
So.
But the cards AI coordination, 1 heavy or 1 support. Each friendly unit that is issued in order using this card gains 1 standby token. Wouldn't it be cool if it was just Droideka? Like, up to 3 Droideka.
I would like it if it
Droidekas.
actually had anything to do with AI or coordinating.
Yeah, nope. Just so you give the tank tank's got the human droid, so it passes everything down.
It's just this is throw the tank up in somebody's face and they're gonna take a standby.
Yep. Good luck. Unrelenting assault. Again, the art's cool. Like I gotta Grievous actually do stuff. After a friendly core unit performs a ranged attack, if it spent 1 or more aim tokens, and left friendly unit at range 1 to 2 may gain an aim token. So
Yep.
Yep.
so
that's a thing.
there was a time in the game when coordinated fire came out where it was kind of bonkers. And so they said, well, what if we do that with more More core unit.
Okay, that is not what made the original coordinated fire bonkers.
It's not, 'cause that was every time you spend one. So
Yeah, that
you-
was
yeah.
spend
so
one
it
and
was-
give
it was,
one.
yeah,
So
piled
it would
down.
multiply
But
as
still,
you went down the
that's
chain.
super good. Like,
Yeah, just
man,
bouncing
actually,
8 aims is pretty good.
Unstoppable Advance. Each friendly trooper unit that's issued an order using this card may perform a speed 1 move. That's pretty good.
Only on B1s, but still really good.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Yeah,
just marching.
I
So,
mean, yeah,
all right,
Move
let's
moving B1s is great.
take this, take tank, take
You can do like even like the I'm
Definitely
gonna
take
toe
the
into
Oom.
range 3 like at the end of the turn because you're gonna out activate them because you've got so many, and then they just bounce back.
Okay.
Start
That's
in
good.
the order
Yeah, behind
phase.
cover.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Link targeting array should probably be 10 points. Too hot, or do you think 5 is fine?
It's
I
restrictive.
mean, it's an expensive aim if it's 10 points.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's about fine where it's at. Because it's kind of demanding that the vehicles take that attention then, that the order
Sure.
attention.
I mean, but man, on things it goes on, it's really good. Like, well, you either
Yep,
take
like
this,
spiders.
yeah, like spiders. Each tank, all vehicles actually really like it. The only other time you don't take it is HQ uplink, really.
HQ uplink, there's some long range comms plays with bikes. You can jammers is a thing depending on the
Mhm.
vehicles. I
emergency
mean, and there are
transponders
vehicles
might take some
that
spot.
don't get orders like ATRTs or whatever that just kind of act in this like timing neutral space that don't need
But they,
LTA.
oh man, they like it too. Like especially the clone ones. Like that's what I was gonna try with fire support stuff. So you always give them an order. So they have link targeting array, then they take an aim and shoot. So that's 2 aims to fix your dice pool. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
You gotta have a decent aim or a decent activation factory for that.
Do this, and we'll do
2 comms relay on him.
Yes,
comms
comms relay.
relay.
Yes, my fellow droid player appreciates
Yeah.
comms relay on the.
And then I guess let's see, he's got bolster, right?
I think you just, for the list you're building right now, it looks like you just add a Magnaguard, like good to go.
Yep.
I had a Droideca. Oh yeah.
I choose no.
Like this is like 11x, like 8B1s, a tank. Ugh.
Actually, we can just do.
I got rid of. I think I was only running 6 heavies in my version. But I think
This is disgusting.
I
Oh,
actually
man.
dropped AT. And
I don't know,
I
man.
ran a bunch of E5Ss instead
Having your tank
because they
be
don't need
free
it
up
as
is
much,
pretty
and it's
good.
gross to have all
Yeah.
that range 4.
I made a
mean-
list with 8 E5Ss, and then the T series just has comms relay, and then the Magna has RPS and situational, and then you got the tank with the Oom,
I'm
and then high energy shells.
I'm an
800.
I run my Magna's rocket into the fray and comms jammer, and Evan hates that comms jammer so damn much.
Dude. It's like my hate for Magnas is very recorded. And I'm pretty low key today, but if I was a little tuned up, this would be an hour and a half of me just like I just want to slap the guy who made that. You're like, oh
All right, so
yeah,
I won't-
man. Why don't they get everything?
I'm not gonna poke the bear then on that one.
Oh, I love doing it. I love it so much.
Oh god, it's just at ACO, I fought 7 in 3 lists. Yes, it was 3 before. So first game was Gar. Then my last 3 games were CIS. And it was 3 Magna. Then your 1 Magna, and the other guy was Dooku triple Magna. And then at ACO Adepticon, I fought a lot of them there too. Like
All the Magna.
yeah, it's like, yo, like I get they were in the movie for 30 seconds, and they, Obi kills them. Obi kills them. He can't. One group of Magna will kill Obi-Wan Kenobi in this game. If they get to him, he's just like he's so dead. Not even a
Yep.
chance. It's just like he'll do 4 hits, and they'll go, okay, well maybe I take 1 or none, and then I'm gonna hit you for 9. And then Obi just dies. Like it's
Fine. You're going to be seeing slightly less Magnaguard because they just added the probably 1 unit that would replace them in CIS for that similar price point.
for Magna. What's
What's
what
that one?
replace- Oh, Boosk.
Oh, Bosk, yeah.
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 Bosk is like fine.
I love
because
how he
once-
just slots in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he
perfect.
just
Out,
It's
out
just
one,
like
in boss,
it's
and we're
fine.
good. Okay.
there we go. Bosk is like fine though, because once you get
Oh
to
yes,
him,
more range 4 shooting.
he dies, or if you shoot him, he takes damage. So it feels like you're getting somewhere. The most miserable thing about Magna is like sometimes they just don't die or don't take damage. Like and they just keep living and then they kill you. It's like Bosk is a pain because you can throw 5 crits. You can throw 5 crits, not that uncommonly, especially with some aim help. But at least if you can get some eyes on him, he gets scared. Like he's like, oh crap, I gotta get behind cover now, like to not take damage. It feels like there's some counterplay, or like if a Jedi gets to him, like the unfortunate thing for Imperial Sympathizer, Vader came up and just like one shot him. Because I got 1 damage on him before, then I just hit 6.
Imp Simp beat me in Invader League because boss was at 1 health.
Yeah, rip.
Couldn't snag him.
Rough.
If only you had a man with a Satan saber in BDSM gear running up a hill and whack
Deal with him too.
But it's like there's some counterplay there, but like any lightsaber user, you see Magna, you're like, guess I'm dead. Like, do you remember in the movie when Darth Vader got beaten to death by 4 robots with sticks? Like, no, I don't actually.
I had a brutal Adepticon moment. My game 2 game, I was coming in off of a loss. Actually, I lost a very close game 1, and it was just some poor guy who was playing like casual clones, and he had Yoda in a lat, and he dropped Yoda off like ready to just tear up some stuff, and he got immediately jumped on by 8 Magnaguards.
Yeah, because you can fit 2 because there's 4, so you can.
Yep.
Oh my god! They do everything. God, it's like I can't even like. The only way to like not get jumped by 2 is to, like put your back to a building, and so at least they're not hitting you in the back. They're like smacking you in the face.
I think there is one Jedi that actually likes to see Magnaguard, maybe 2
Dooku,
in our build,
but
and I think it's Anakin.
Anakin's
like, all right, Pierce 3 ranged attack. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
This thing is not a sword. It's a gun, and I'm gonna keep throwing it at you until you die.
Yeah, it's and you gotta do that. It's just they can even shoot good. They shoot good too. It's like
they do shoot good.
Nowhere
They
safe.
shoot real good. 100%. Range 4 and range 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rocket launcher. Who?
Yeah.
Evan, did I tell you it's not cumbersome?
Yeah. It's not cumbersome.
Oh, and it has critical.
Critical 1.
By the way.
Critical 1. So it's like, oh, you only rolled a hit surge. Well, I guess I'm okay. Nope, it's critical.
Nope,
okay.
That surge always shows up.
Yeah.
Man. All right. I need some more Fresca. Just a sec.
All right, let's get into some new BS with the rebels.
Yes.
Yeah. So like the first scan of this, I didn't think much of it. I'm like,
let's
talk
about the units, the available units here first.
Well, so this one's cool because it's all Hoth.
If you didn't like Magnaguards and don't want anything getting close to you, well, here we go.
So Leia, Luke Skywalker, not operative, but
yes,
Commander
just
Luke.
Commander.
Han Solo, rebel officer. Cool. Operative Chewbacca R2D2 with C3PO. Cool. Corpse, rebel veterans, Mark II medium blaster trooper. Sweet. Support 1.4 laser cannon team, Tauntaun riders. Okay. Heavy airspeeder. Cool. Unique upgrades allowed. Wedge Antilles. And you can't use field commander.
Yep.
Sweet. Then so besides Leia.
Also, can we talk about out of all the boxes how insane this one is?
Oh, dude. You get Leia, Chewie, 4 things
Leia,
of
Chewie, R2.
R2D, 4 things of with C3PO.
Yeah.
4 things of vets with Mark II.
4 things of vets. So you get 8 core units, you can't even use, but they just throw them in there because why not?
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, that was weird.
Unless that's a mistake on the marketing. Like it's this Asmodee, so who knows?
I mean, I guess maybe you could run 4 vets and 4 dishes and do like
the I mean that's
the Stormtrooper E-Web thing, but for rebels.
And I think 2 Tauntauns and a 1.4 cannon. I think.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it's an airspeeder. I don't remember, but A lot.
It's
There's
a
a lot in this box.
So pretty much everything that's a Hoth, and that's cool. And there's besides the Leia and the Han, there's a Hoth sculpt for Luke, and he's not that hard to get. The op commander, so you can have like a Hoth army, and that's cool without any. I love all the third party sculpt makers. Skullforge is really great, but it's nice to have official stuff, so you don't have to have that weird conversation when you go into an event like, oh,
this army does not have the equivalent of random stormtroopers in every Blizzard Force list.
Yeah, exactly. It's all just it was there. Each army must include 1 to 4 commander and operative units. That's common now, where you just kind of mix the two, which is fine.
Yeah,
it's
flexibility,
fine.
which is awesome. You can do some Rebel Hero Hammer with this list if you want to.
Honestly, if this just became how you built lists, always have to have at least 1 commander, but you mix the 4. I think that's probably fine. Corpse must include 3 to 6 corpse. Support army must include 1 to 4 support. Heavy, each army may include up to 1 to 2 heavies. Okay.
Yeah. No special forces again, but
yeah,
all right.
That's fine. I always hated that snipers could be in a Hoth. Anyway, I hate snipers, but I hate that they could be in a Hoth list because it's not Hoth. But
I like how Evan has 2 warring hates.
And they're good against each other.
He hates Magnaguard and he hates snipers. But snipers are so good against Magnaguard.
I know it's like when I see like a triple Imperial sniper or Rebelist go against a CIS player that has like triple Magna, I'm like, good fight each other. Yes. Okay, the cards. Delaying tactics. At the end of the command phase, your opponent must choose one of their non-commander units as a face supporter token, if able, to return to their pool. Not great.
It's ambush plus.
Yeah, with Rebels, you've got sabotage communications, which
Sab columns is great, but
really good.
You might not be running a good operative this time, so
I guess a special force.
Nice.
So I guess it's just a take. But yeah, because the opponent gets to choose, just like, oh, that guy.
Yeah,
I guess it could be.
It can kind of work. Like it works on operatives. Like it works. You can hose a Maul.
Yeah.
You can hose an op loot, and you can hose like a tank, like on a 1-pip turn.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it.
It's okay. It's fine. That's like the first 2 of these are like fine. It's the third one that's nuts. Courage of the Rebellion.
I do not think this is just fine. I think this one is awesome.
I think it's good in certain with one certain character. Each friendly trooper unit that's issued in order using this card may recover. So Luke doesn't have Master of the Force.
Yeah, I think it's good in that in the character you're taking.
Yeah. Which is crazy because like, so the art's awesome. Where's my Hoth Leia sculpt? Like official one. Man, like make her operative. I don't know what you got to do, but like give me that sculpt officially and give me Han and a Ton. Like I'm here.
You want Hantan?
I want Hantan because I think War Machine used to do like creature generals. Like it was a guy writing something with your general. And I think that's cool. Like just something besides one miniature, right? Like I was here for field commander. I think that's neat. Like my tank's my commander. Okay, yeah. Like why wouldn't the commander be in a tank?
Yeah,
you know, like,
I'd
right?
Be in a tank.
Yeah, right. Like so I think that's cool and it's good. Honestly, like Luke really likes it. I guess like the 1.4 cans if you have a barrage generator and like HQ uplink. Maybe.
Yeah, it's for Luke. It's for Luke and it's push plus. So
yeah,
why not?
Yeah. But hold at any cost. So
here we go.
Yeah, 3 core units, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the second sentence in this that makes it insane. Each friendly core each friendly core unit gains 1 aim token. You don't even have to issue them the order.
Yes.
So it's just they gain an aim
all
token.
of them get a name.
And each friendly emplacement trooper unit gains 1 standby token. You could have 7. You could have 7
also,
emplacement
an important thing
troopers.
to note about that is every single emplacement trooper unit has Sentinel.
Yeah.
So their standby range is going out to range 3. And you're putting down 7 of them.
Like this is just what we quick bop. And then battle.
And then you can fire support these. This is like super gross.
Oh, and here's the thing. Fire support doesn't count as attacking.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Isn't that
They
great?
keep the standby.
This list is going to become like an archetype for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the one that's gonna break out.
Like
Force, I'd
I'll do
say
it.
push and burst of
Push.
speed.
Yep, and then
That said, there is some mileage here for another trick we're about to get to. With I think mind trick is very valid.
yeah.
Because you can take all those standbys and then force push somebody into it.
Yep. Yep.
And then
Super
serve your
gross.
master
And they
into
just
it. Like
delete
you're
it.
walking into my huge field of guns. Like
Yeah. Or yeah, you could force push somebody. Or if you can get a good unit with you can serve your master well. Just have them full like speed 2 move, and maybe even into a force push.
yep.
Just sail right into all these standbys and then just die.
Honestly, I think you don't even take. I guess you take if you're not taking. I guess it depends on how you want to play it. Like I think.
I think you take both loot 1 pips.
Yeah.
I think
I
you do,
guess
yeah.
so. Yeah, because this will, with the barrage generator, you'll get someone suppressed.
Yep.
And then you got some points left. I actually don't hate stims on Luke.
I think you can maybe afford recon
Defense.
intels on the vets, so you can push those medium blasters up.
Yep, I like that. Yeah,
Oh
increase
my
increase
God.
that bubble.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also,
Increase
I
the
don't
kill
hate,
box.
I don't hate a comms tech on a vet, so you can take one of those orders and throw it to Luke on your force push standby shenanigans turn. I've even
That's a
heard some
thing.
people say get rid of burst of speed and take battle meditation.
Oh yeah, that's a card that
Yeah,
hasn't
why not?
seen play.
Yeah,
in-
that has not seen the light of day in forever. It showed up briefly, and some people when they were playing back in the day, Dooku Staps, which is
yeah.
a list that I actually really enjoyed. I thought it was a lot of fun. Occasionally, you take this third power as battle meditation,
While you were
mostly for the
issuing
range
orders-
limitation. But
Yeah, while you're issuing orders using command card, you may issue one of those orders to any friendly unit on the battlefield instead of a unit indicated on the command card. So that's super good. Oh yeah, like this is
I mean, it's all good. You can
Dude.
burst to speed it for more like a traditional Jedi thing. You
yeah.
can mind trick to help enable serve. You can, yeah, if you want to get the cheaty with battle
Like what do
meditation.
you even do? Like I guess you take you don't even need barrage generator. I mean, for serve your master,
Yeah.
I like it. But you could take it down to just get a hell of a bid and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
'Cause
could,
you
if
really
you wanted
need
to
this
bid, you
list
could
needs
you
a
could drop
bid.
the e-stims too into something like just a recon intel. It's still really good on loot.
like actual
I think this list is going to take some finesse. I don't think it's going to be as crazy, but like once you set up that kill box,
Yeah.
good luck.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's going to
Like-
be one scary turn.
Yeah.
I mean that's the thing. Like
And
it
it's
is
a
just one
solid, it's a
turn.
solid, like it's a very solid gun line beyond that too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh
It is just
I think
one
this
turn.
list is going to be I'll say it. I think this is going to be the highest bidding list in Legion.
Yeah, because you really need
Yeah.
to make sure
This,
you
this
get like
needs this
I would
needs
agree.
you to come to it, or your opponents have to come to it. But
so like
So you take hostage, Sab.
I don't think you
Sab.
take hostage.
you don't think so with Luke? Yeah, I think with Luke.
They got to come
It's
to
tricky,
Yeah,
but
they
if
gotta
they
come
can
get
get
your
their
hostage.
hostage away from you, I mean, you are blue player still. So if you win the ties, but
You get the medium blaster trooper, which is a bigger base, so you
Yep.
can actually move farther forward. So that's not a bad idea.
You can run.
that's fair. And I guess you can serve
Sure
the
can.
blaster trooper and have him
Yep.
move again.
Mhm.
I guess
It's-
intercept and some
yeah,
deployments your
intercept
big guys
and
can take
and
it.
I think
I
you
think
actually
it's
take
intercept.
breakthrough.
Oh,
Solely
could
due to
take
the fact that
breakthrough.
you can solely due to the fact that they have to come to you, and you could just defend it most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm scared about that one. If they can sneak one unit to survive through, that's
Yeah.
going to be rough. I think you're
It's
better
either that
at
or like key.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
you're better at key. It's like on the last turn, drop that 3 pip and say, all right, move into it. Come on, go ahead. 7
to-
standbys here. Come on.
I mean, yeah, like breakthrough on Long March, you just
Yeah, I think you
like,
you take all
win.
like the traditional gun line, the long march,
Roll out.
rollout, hemmed in, and major offensive probably.
Yep. That's
maybe
what my
you
droid
swap
list
out
does.
one of them for advanced positions to
Yeah.
scout those FDs.
Rapid. Yeah, advanced position's actually good. Let's say probably
Probably roll out.
from roll out. You think?
Just like for the to avoid the accidental like buff to vehicle armies.
There we go. And then conditions, rapid reinforcements. You can put your dishes down. That's good.
Yeah, you can rapid the dishes.
Yeah.
I'm almost hesitant about that being used against you better than it's using for you, but to each their
I
own.
think it's not hard to play around.
I think and then you just the traditional don't try to come at me, clear, hostile, and minefield.
Yep. And yep, that's the thing. 11x. 11x.
Yep,
with,
11
like,
acts, currently
very little dead
23-point
space.
bid.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't even know how to like approach that. I mean, even 11-point bid's fine. Like, just take those barrage generators so you recover fire. I'm not even sure what to do. I guess you
I think okay. So the trick is with if for anyone that stumbles across this degeneracy, the trick is the blaster cannons are not moving,
yeah.
so you're gonna try to snag one. Just they're not super tough. They're 6 wounds, white saves. You gotta kill one and then bounce.
Just leave and then hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is if it has to chase you down, this army has Luke. And Luke.
Yep.
Yep, that's it.
But yeah,
Maybe
this
some
is,
range 4 shooting from the vets, but
I mean, even on let's see, clear list. Like, let's say we're not doing this. Let's say we're
Yeah.
doing something.
you can do and also the fun thing with this battle force is you can do the exact opposite.
Yeah,
You
like,
can go
super
right at
aggro.
them.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even hate up close and personal on tauntauns. For those turns you don't quite make it.
I think
I think it's just tenacity.
tenacity
right?
is just so
Just
good.
go for it.
And then up close on him. Tenacity,
You
Hunter
do-
on Chewie. That's
you
pretty
could do the
standard.
old No Time for Sorrows thing where it's
Yep.
Leia, and this time it's 2 jammers and 2 uplinks, and you just throw a bunch of tauntauns forward somebody's face.
Yeah, what are they going to do at that point?
Yeah, that's actually you lay at Chewie. You
Yeah,
remember when
Chewie to
that-
Guardian them?
you
I'm
remember
in.
when Leia Chewie's card, Brains of Brawn was the best gun in the game. It was like the best attack. Oops. It's defenders. All right, we got Whoa, okay, exactly 100. All right.
I mean, that's fine. It's a W key list.
Yeah.
So
4 tauntauns, 2 veterans, 2 Mark IIs, Leia, and like you could move around like
Yeah,
you
Tenacity
could
probably-
drop a heavy and do like the
something.
the 2 uplinks. And
That's
maybe
10
a jammer, I
activations
guess.
too. Like,
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's coming at you. Like, that's what 8 hit points a tauntaun. 8, 16, 32, 30, and that's that's 32, and then you're probably only getting shot after you have 2 dodges, so it's like 2 more hit points per tauntaun, like per group. Like, it's actually nuts. That's what, like, you put comms jammer on a couple of those, you run to that CIS 8 act gun, like 8 droid gun line, like you just win. They're like, please get away from us. You just ram charge, back off, ram somebody else.
Yeah. Okay. Also, people wondering about droids, how they're ruining everything right now. Get a comms jammer in there somewhere and just watch it all fall apart.
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
it is. Yeah, they're
It is.
usually going to mulch you at range 4, but
They're gonna try, but if you
I've-
can sneak, like,
if you can get
I
one,
don't hate
in,
like Mando, like especially like I've been looking at the Shadow Collective list for Mandos actually, Saxon and 2 Mandos and the Pike gun line, and just throwing a couple Tom's jammers on there. Like, 'cause Mandos they have speed 3 jump and they can hop from LOS blocker to LOS blocker, so they can definitely get in there and ruin everybody's day.
It's,
Especially people running Kalani so much. I stand by and will die on the hill that in most lists the generic is actually better. Override is clutch.
I mean, yeah, but Kalani is.
They're both good. If you
Yeah.
have
They're
too many
both very
units, you're gonna need. If you have too many units reliant on a face up,
Order
then yeah,
token.
the generic.
Yeah.
Yep.
But last one, Shadow Collective. So this one isn't as flashy, just because it's you don't get like a separate set of command cards for it, really. I guess you get Mauls. I guess that's the thing. You get Mauls cards.
You get the mercenary ones, kinda.
Yeah, and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
But more or less
Super thematic. I actually like them a lot.
You get you can mix your commander and operatives up to 4.
Yep.
Must include at least 2 core up to 6. May include
Yeah.
up to 4 special forces. Each army may include up to 3 supports, and then may include up to 2 heavies.
None of that's 1-2. I'm hanging on that. You're
Still on that, pal.
Something's
Still on
fishy.
that.
I'm still on
Still on
there.
that, buddy. Black Sun, Vigo, Garsaxon, Pike, Maul, Arrival, Boss, Cad Bane. No,
Not Boba Fett. I've actually still seen a lot of people wanting to throw Boba Fett in there.
Yeah,
He is-
nope.
Yeah.
He is just a kid here, so he's
Too
not
young.
quite old enough.
When Django effort comes out, he's got to
Oh
be
my God.
right. Like Django.
He was
probably
when I
be-
was a kid. He was my favorite character,
Yeah,
which
he's
is weird
cool.
because I mean he didn't really say much. He was like the Boba Fett effect
Just-
for my generation.
I'm just
he's
a
just,
simple
like,
man
look
trying to make
cool.
my way in the universe.
Yeah, he had 2 pistols. He headbutted Obi-Wan. Like
Yeah.
awesome.
Actually, he's my favorite pilot in X-Wing right now. Bensta came out. He's just, if he moves slower than you, he gets bonuses. So he's just in his title is just a simple man. So like he's 6, so it's your initiative's 1 to 6. So he moves last, shoots first, and he just like lopes around the battlefield with like 1 turn, fire. Oh, he survived 1 turn. But it's aligned with the dark side abilities. Your mercenaries do count toward your minimum. And there's some stuff for like everyone's kind of out for themselves. So if you have Black Sun, a capo won't give them a courage bubble. You need a Vigo to give them the courage bubble. So it's kind of like while in Maul only gives his courage bubble to the Maul loyalists. It's very weird, but it's pretty cool. Clear list. My brain don't work so good. Okay, there it is. All right, so the one I was playing with that I had a good time with Maul. Let's see, burst, push, because every force user just has it stable to him at this point. Vigilance, and we say tenacity, sure, and we do dark saber, and then we do. I think I did.
On the topic of everybody getting force push, there was I'm sure a lot of people that play Legion used to play like the Jedi Academy games.
Yep.
Back then, and they made a big deal about like the core force powers, like everyone has them and stuff. Like there should be some for Legion that like they mark as not taking a slot. Like make force push more expensive and have it not take a slot.
Yeah,
That you'll see like some more interesting builds come out with that than every force user, or most of them only have 2 slots and half of them are always taken up by force push.
All right, so I played something like this the other day. I had 1 more Black Sun Enforcer, and then all my Pikes had whips, but whips are actually just really funny. Like Pikes in melee with a whip are a joke, man. Like 2-headed piece, and then the whip. I was
just
whipping,
getting them there. It's the problem.
I was whipping some Wookiee bums. Like I watched stuff like, "Gah, get out of here, Wookiees!" So then they just one shot me. But I got a good hit on the Wookiees. Like this, it's all your cards are like, yeah, Maul gets an order. That's fine. Everybody else, you're on your own, and they just get tokens. It's kind of bananas.
You're just playing Maul the army, really.
Yeah, no. And then Witch Magic with Maul. You must nominate Maul while building a command hand. Treat this card as about 1 pip. Whatever. If you're taking all Maul cards, you get 2 of each anyway.
Yeah.
Remove up to 2 wound tokens and any number of poison or mobilized tokens from Maul. When Maul activates, he recovers. So that card's a lot. But yeah, you burst of speed in, you do something, and then you play Witch Magic. He gets rid of that immobilized token, then he just goes somewhere else to go hurt something else. Like it's pretty good. I mean, the problem with Maul is he's intrinsically a 5 health unit. And that's scary. A bunch of rebel vets punched him for 4 and he took 3. I'm like, oh no. My insides. But Yeah. With this, like Rook Cast just gets retinue Maul, so she gets another token on top of whatever else she had. It's pretty good. This isn't super tuned, but honestly, it's pretty fun. Like you just
The thing that
get-
scares me, and I know they have independence, so you get a little bit of an upside. I don't like leaving a 127 point unit in the stack just to like the mercy of whenever they get drawn.
Oh, them. So it's usually there's like 3 of Maul's cards that give an order to a trooper.
Yeah, there's
and they just go to them when I do it.
3. Yeah, so you got 3, but one of them is like very restrictive with like the Phantom Menace. So you're not always going to be able to.
Yeah,
play
yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
Usually I don't infiltrate Maul, or I played it once, so I shouldn't say that. When I just use burst of speed, I want to get somewhere. But it's because you give them an order when you want them to, you need them to live because they get defend, and then when you don't care, they get a name. It's kind of crazy. Like, and then they get another whatever they don't want or need with Rook. You just you got a name, well, you get dodge now. And then with emergency transponders, that's nuts. I could use another aim, sure. Or dodge up close and personal is good on Mandos for just token generation. And then Super Commando rockets, they're pretty excellent too. Being able to say like a spider in heavy cover, like take 4, you'll probably take 3, and then your pikes can pick them away. And just doing 1, even like you're just hoping for 1 into them. It's pretty good. I don't know. I gotta test it more. This might be something like this might be my Gen Con list. And Blackstone Enforcers with Vigo and Shotgun. It's actually insane how many dice they throw. It's 5 black, 5 white,
Pierce.
2 red, Pierce, like aim precise 1, like
Yeah. They don't
Eat
forget
your heart out,
Dauntless.
Fleet
The
Troopers.
Dauntless built
Yeah.
in, so they will be getting there.
Yeah, you had some thoughts about this stuff, right, Koray?
Yeah, I think with Shadow Collective, at least for Maul, I'm gonna be using like a 10-act one. So I'll be throwing like basically 6 pikes, right? 6 pikes,
Yep.
the range 4 gun, and then I
Maul
think it's
3
2
pikes
capo.
and 6 or Maul
And-
3
and-
3 capo 6 pikes.
Yeah, and then you could even fit in Rook Cast, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's super gross for 10x, and then like your order pool is like amazing.
Yep.
It's just like commanders and just troopers.
Commanders and
just
core.
just go to town at range 4. Yeah,
Yep.
I love it. And then the list I built is the more saber throwy version of Maul. So like
Right there with you too.
Yeah, I think operative Maul is a little bit
Way
better than
better.
Dark Saber Maul.
Okay.
Dark Saber Maul for me, I haven't play tested him a lot, but I just like sitting at range 2 more, and
Yeah, it's
going ham
very
that
flex,
way.
especially with how like Maul suddenly can take like 1 bad shot and just be in like, oh no, like the danger zone where you're suddenly like too afraid to commit your Jedi. But he can still very meaningfully contribute if he's got saber throw up and going.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's the Surge Crit and Cunning that sell me on it. I'm drunk on Cunning after the Krennic Vader stuff I did. For all that, like being able to go.
I mean, that's it's a worse attack pool in every way.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But
with tenacity
it's you're
kinda
paying 10
helps.
points for cunning, really.
Yeah.
And a slight hit to your
Yeah.
attack, but it's cunning, which is the real deal.
It's
Courage
super
bubble
good.
doesn't really matter.
No.
Yeah. I mean, like Surge Crit, I like it. That makes them feel better. But yeah, it's I'm glad he doesn't have Arsenal. But I also because he's got the thing like it's a weird model thing to me where he holds both. So he's got like his double saber just 1 and then that is 1, but he only gets to use 1, but his model's holding 2.
Yeah, that kills me so much. It looks so
it's,
cool, and they offered it to us on the box, but you can't physically play WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get.
I wish they did it like
Weird.
Grievous, where it's like, well, how about 3 black and then 2 red, 2 white, or something. I don't know, like make it like
split his
mix
double blade up and give him Arsenal 2 and
Oh, that'd be cool.
something. Yeah, man, like that's kind of cool, right? Like,
that would be sick. I got the image now of Maul using Arsenal on saber throw. And just
oh god,
like, killing the 2 snipers at the same time.
But I mean, like this is Maul when he like if you think back to Rebels when he pops out for like when Ezra's like, I got someone to show you. It's Maul. And Maul shows up and he just like straight up murders 3 Inquisitors, like the fastest death in any Star Wars anything. They just show up and get cut down. Super cool.
You just made me remember that Inquisitor death scene where he flies away in a stupid ass lightsaber helicopter and then it shorts out and just
falls. But Zero Mastery getting activated right at the beginning is good. Because you can do like, I would like dodge, move, and then like that's good. Now I just have it for dodge for vigilance. Like he's good. I need to play him more. At some point, I got to play Nick on TTS.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Nick and I are like, he lives in the middle of the country. I live on the one opposite end of the country. And then if you're like not listening in America, we're like half a Europe away, more or less, like more or less like half a continent away.
We are actually. I am in the middle as far as the continent is concerned. It doesn't matter. We're the same. The country does the entire width of the continent.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. You're on the side.
That's so real table games to me are gold. It's Maul's like like Force users, if you use them a lot, you kind of get drunk on power with the amount of abuse you can do. Like, oh, you already moved that Koray
Force
unit?
push is a hell of a drug.
Oh, dude, it's all force push too. It's actually just force push.
All right, so I played. That's why no one plays Grievous.
Yeah.
He has like all of the other keywords that you could want, and he does it all better. But he doesn't have force push, and so he's 50 points cheaper, and no one takes him still. Like,
nope. It's just force push now that you say it. Like, yeah,
I played a couple weekends ago just for fun, messing around. I think it was, honestly, I'll admit, I was inspired by a stabcaster who remained unnamed, who did well at a tournament that I was at that ran Obi Annie.
Okay.
And it was not a good matchup for him when he played me, but it looked like so much fun. I started playing it for like some fun casual games. Oh my God, double force push is degenerate.
Oh yeah.
It's
what's
better than one?
I got hostage exchange in one of my games, and I just absolutely had both of them in my deployment zone by like turn 3. I'm like, how did this? His is outpacing mine. How is this?
Yeah, dude. It's like force push is maybe problematic. I see it like it's weird.
But it's what makes Jedi like.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Without it, like I didn't quite make it in, so I'm going to pull you in so I can save myself. If it's kind of gamey, but it's the way the game works. It's just like if without force push, all Jedi probably need like a 3 hit point bump, because they're not safe.
Something.
Yeah,
like that way, if they're out, they can like survive a couple hits, or some sort of dodge generation. I know that's changing a lot of the game. I'm just kind of like off topping my head, like because force push is that good where it breaks the game in a level where it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna jump in, kill that team. Oh, that guy already went, so I'm safe. Okay, I'll pull him in. Master of the Force. Well, I'll get that back. It's my turn. I need to go. Push you off. Now I don't have to withdraw.
Yeah.
Go do something else. It's just like,
and beyond that, it's all of like the super cheeky objective stuff you can do, and like you get to the real bad stuff like force pushing people into standbys, or you're playing key positions and you just ran a die on there. No, he's gone. He doesn't count. Sorry, I have Jedi.
It's a lot, and it's crazy because all it's really doing is saying take a speed 1 maneuver, and that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's so much.
It's very, very big.
It's
very game breaking. Yeah,
it's weird. I hate saying problematic, but it's like if you don't like that, why no one plays Grievous? He doesn't have force push, and he gets disengaged once. Okay, well, Op Luke has it forever, so but he gets that.
Op Luke has both.
Yeah, it's and even if you take force push, even if you can only use it once, maybe twice, it's that good.
Oh, I would. I was thinking about that too. If it was expendable, I would still take it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying we were just talking about Commander Luke, and it was still the first force power we stapled onto him.
Yep, force push. Because a lot of times with Commander Luke, he uses it once, just because he's got things to do other than recover. But with that card's like recover for free. It's like
Yeah, now
money,
it's now it's 2, and you were already taking it just for once.
same thing with Maul. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, well, I'll get my witch magic recovered, and either I'm probably dead by the time I need it a third time, or the game's over and it doesn't matter. Like it's just literally crazy.
And Maul has that Juyo like fluidity where he picks. Does he want relentless? Does he want master of the force? Like what does he need? Like,
Yeah, it's
And
kind
so
of like,
yeah.
it's crazy. I don't think it's bad because every faction has it, so it's not like it's not like an X-wing when like First Order didn't have bombs for like 3 years and it was like a faction identity thing, which was bizarre. But it's just like, man, I wonder how different the game would be if we didn't have force push and you just kind of like bumped hit points up on the force users a little bit to make them able to be shot a few times. Would that be better for the game? I don't know. That's kind of a weird, that's another conversation, I guess. Hey, Inglorious Blaster
Yep,
topic.
there you go.
There you go. There's another
Next
topic.
podcast
You know,
title.
sometime I'll come on yours and we can be, the discussion is like, should force push exist? And that's actually, because I could speak on it either way, really, right? It's like,
Yeah, I could go either way. Like
Evan rants, a 3-part series.
I mean, dude, oh god, get a couple White Claws in me, then I'll tell you what about Han Solo steady. Oh my god.
oh my gosh.
But yeah, so that's Battle Forces. After
In a nutshell,
Yeah.
with a few tangents and
after like 2 hours, that's Battle Forces. They're good. They're fun.
I'm excited to play them.
yeah.
Yeah,
we
and
gave you
they're-
some extra podcasts this time because we
Yeah.
missed a week.
It's true. Also, what's interesting
2, I
about
don't
Battle
remember.
Forces is they're free. So they can
Yes.
just print out PDFs and do print and play
Keep us
cards
free.
and say, hey,
Printed mine out and sleeved them.
yeah. And you're just like, here you go.
Yeah.
Like, you have a new way to play, and we don't have to make a model. We don't have to go through. So if you don't know how you make a model in a Star Wars specific game is, so you come up with the idea of the model, like Mace Windu. He's got to have, we want a force user. We're going to make up some dice for lightsaber. We want him to fit this role. And it goes to LFL, and LFL goes, nope, Mace can't have that. He can't do that. He needs to do this, and this needs to be attached to him because like Palpatine has pulled the strings. And if you Rise of Skywalker, they specifically say Palpatine was pulling the strings the whole time. Like there's keywords and phrases attached to Star Wars characters. It kind of sucks when you really break it down and think about it, that your favorite thing is just like, there's just like a Excel spreadsheet with like words attached to these characters that they have to say and do. But anyway, so
Why
then
does
it goes-
Mace Windu have a ranged attack called "Take a Seat"?
yeah, right. Like they have to have some like the iconic stuff. So they go back and forth with LFL. LFL may not even play the game, but he needs to do this. Like that's a thing. So they finally get that done. Then they need a sculptor, and you go through months of sculpting, and you finally get a sculpt that looks okay. Then you got to go make. So it's injection molded, so they got to make the mold. They got to print off a ton, test batches to make sure it's going to work. Then they print off a bunch, box it, make box art, send out. It's actually a ton. Like it, it's easy for me to be like, I want my Snowtrooper on a bike.
Yeah.
Like it's easy for me to rant
And
about that.
everything goes through LFL. Like
Yes.
the art on the cards, like all the card names, like it all has
But, like-
even something people don't actually maybe understand is like all of anything that has Star Wars printed on it has to be reviewed by some dude at Lucasfilm.
Yep.
Like even the RRG updates, like just the text rules to the game that don't relate to like the characters or the plot at all have to be reviewed by Lucasfilm because it has
I-
Star Wars printed on it.
I just
Yep, it's
realized
quite
I
a
didn't
process.
have our
Yeah.
have our cameras in the recorded screen, so I'll put that there, and we'll just pretend we were there.
Oh,
the whole
hey,
time.
we're here.
All right.
Hey.
All right.
But yeah, so it sucks because it's like it's so much work just to get one thing out. Where it's like if this was called Space Wars, the battle game, and you had Han Rolo, and you could just pump out like some guy, like there's the sculpt guy and the art guy sitting next to each other in a small studio, and like, all right, here's Han Rolo. go, and he sculpts them in like a couple days. And like, cool, all right, send to print, and they print them in house, right? Like it's a different kind of animal, and it kind of sucks that it's so like one of the famous stories was in Marvel versus Capcom 3. Things got held up for a long time because Doctor Strange's fingers weren't moving the right way. So when he stands his
Yep.
animation, he goes like this, like he's doing like
I remember that.
his fingers weren't moving the Doctor Strange way. So they had to go back and reanimate it. So if you watch Doctor Strange, his idle animation, there's a lot going on, but like these properties are so controlled and they have to be so curated that like it's no coincidence that some characters keep having like the same catchphrase or stuff associated with them. Like, I'm full of surprises. Like, yes, Luke, you said it once in the movie, and now it's just like, yeah, okay. Like, it's fun as a Star Wars guy, but when you
Legal minefields. This is where the fun begins.
yeah, right. Like, it's just kind of like sucks. That's why it takes
Hello
forever
there.
to get anything done. Yeah, right. Like, dude.
Yeah, like it's just stapled.
It's like this is Obi-Wan Kenobi will say hello there. We guarantee it. You're going to McDonald's and like you're ordering a hello there, and you know you're getting the same hello there. You get everywhere else, right? Like he's going to say it. And like it's fun when you don't think of it from a business standpoint, because like, oh, come on, Bart, say the line. General Kenobi, yay! Right? Like it's fun like that, but when it's like when you've played enough Star Wars games and you've been in the hobby enough and you see the back end, it's just so like it just sucks because it's like nothing can be quick. It's all like
merchandising.
Yeah, right. Like it's the Schwartz, right? Like it's
yeah.
So that's why you don't see turnaround so fast in this game, is because it's like anything we're getting now was probably made a few years ago of just development. It's such like a weird backlog.
Like a year at least.
At least a year, yeah.
A few years is probably a little bit much, but like a year at least.
Not with COVID. I think that pushed things back.
That's fair.
I mean, look at the Outer Rim expansion, like that came out like this month. Like Outer Rim came out like 2019 or 18. Like the game came out.
I think it was 18. Yeah.
And this is cross companies too. I remember I am a recovering 40K player. So I remember like getting like one of my like new like fresh releases, like this is, it was like, you know, the brand new thing because it's 40K and they always push that out. And the sprue, I think this was in 2020, and the sprue said copyright 2018 on it. Like on the day of release, I opened the box and I'm like, hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 2019. So
2019.
Like it's 3 years since we got an expansion to this game, and that's 100% COVID. Like, because there's that jerk suit guy who came on one of the he was on, I think, Team Covenant, and they were interviewing people, and he was like some suit from Asmodee. I hate suits. Weird. I hate corporation. Anyway, it's not to get too much on that. Anyway,
there's a lot of hate.
He shows up.
A lot of hate today.
It's the Mandalorians coming to Outer Rim. The Mandalorians coming to X-Wing and Star Wars, and like he was just like hot dropping knowledge that I don't think anyone else could say, right? And then like he said that 3 years ago, and then we still don't have, like, he's not in
October.
Yeah, Mando's not in the new Outer Rim expansion, so that's probably another expansion coming that's Mando themed for Outer Rim. We're just now getting Mando for Legion. That's, you know, it's just how far COVID pushed everything back. And Mando just came out for X-Wing like a few months ago, and so it's just it just sucks. Like it already takes
that was blown up by the time.
Yeah, just like it takes forever to get anything, and now that like, you know, the world exploded, it takes even longer. So as much as we complain, me specifically, I like to complain. Complaining's fun and easy, and I had no repercussions. A lot of repercussions, but
just breathe salt.
Yeah, it's to play about stuff. It's like just take knowledge that like it's not, they don't not want to sell you something. They absolutely want to sell you something. Oh my God, do they want to sell you something? Buy 3 swoop bikes, please. You could use 2 copies of Mando, right? He could make 2 different positions for his arms. It's like they're getting it to as fast as you can. Just the pipelines got all goofed, it already took long, so it's like double goofed. But I don't know where I was going with that. It just made me think that everything's not coming out to like October, really.
Is that
like,
I lost count. Is that like the 4th rant, the 5th rant?
Oh,
I don't
dude,
know.
it's like
Let
I
the
need
salt
a
flow
little
through you.
notepad.
yeah, it's a Miska, Fresca, and Dayquil. I'm just my poor man's lean.
I see you also like to party hard. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is 7 o'clock on a Wednesday. But I'm all out of stuff to complain about. Koray, got anything you want to say before we kick out?
Just appreciate you having me on. This was a lot of fun. I hope to have one of you guys on my podcast. Maybe both of you.
Oh,
Come and debate something. Pick a unit, pick a card.
I
pick anything.
will gladly. It doesn't matter what we're debating. I would gladly take the opposite side of Evan.
oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. Okay.
It sounds like it's on then.
Here we go.
Here we go.
No, Koray, man, you're a good dude, and we keep meeting at these like top tables, and I really hope the best for you, that you get your world invite, and I
hope so too.
not to be the dude who has to like play for it, because that's the worst part. Is like I want to go play Legion. I like Legion. It's like my life. So X-Wing used to be my lifestyle game, where I just look at my calendar. What am I doing this weekend? X-Wing tournament, Toronto. Okay, we're going to Toronto. Like that's just what I did. And Legion is now that for me, where I'm just like, things are starting to open up again, so I can get a Legion game, like a tournament twice a month probably. And I want to go and I want to play. It just sucks that like the World's invites get burned, because I don't want to stop people from getting an invite, but I want to play Legion. I wish I could just say, hey, I relinquish all prizes. I don't want to be any like, I relinquish all right to anything I'm going to win. I just want to play the game, right?
Mhm.
So I
I
can go
need
play.
no
and
more
knock people out.
coasters. Thank you.
Oh, dude, my work blasted me for that. Would you win money? No. Would you get? Do you get a trophy or a prize? Oh, I got this invite. That's a coaster. Well, I mean, it's more than that. It's a world invite. Yeah, but like, what are you gonna do with it after?
That's what people at work asked me as well when I went to Adepticon. They were like, "Oh, you got top 8. What'd you win?" I was like, to be on stream and get my ass kicked."
Yeah, right. Like it's
Oh,
it's like when I hit
I
top
got
4.
something from Adepticon.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Brings double magna to a skirmish event.
Yep.
Wins a giant gold medal. and-
Yep.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
there you go.
Yep. Just big
I never
stuff.
have this anywhere else. It's literally just in the little case over here.
Just ready
And
to whip out.
It's just ready the instant Evan brings up not getting anything at Adepticon.
Oh,
It's just
God.
ready to go.
Yep.
And it's happened like at least
Yep.
half of the cast we've had so far.
But no, man, it's I'm glad you're doing a podcast. You're a fun dude and a great opponent and a cool guy. And
Yeah,
I'm hoping
thanks,
to
Evan.
see
You too, man.
Yeah, no, it's rare to find it's rare to find people like we played like Thursday, and then Friday I think we're just like, yeah, you want to hang out? Yeah. Then we just kind of walked around and like made fun of models and people. Like that was a really good time. So it's like hope to see you at more events, and I hope your podcast does well. And
Thank you.
anybody else out there too. Oh no, of course, no problem. Anyone else is out there too. If you've got a small podcast and you want to come on and talk, let us know. I'd like to see. Legion is exploding, like it's going crazy right now. Everything's selling out. Models are selling out, and I think it's time for I want to see more creators come up. And everyone says there can be too much of stuff, but honestly, I work an 8-hour day at work. I chew through content now in like 3 hours while I'm like working on something. So I'd love to actually have like more content. So I'm always happy to see more stuff. But yeah, time to clock out. Nick, you got anything to say?
No, just thanks for coming back, and we're gonna try to be a little bit more regular on this now that Evan is with us again in the land of the living.
Not snuggling my
Not sick.
my loft cat. Like, it's okay, buddy.
What if that's like your plague blanket? Like that's what's getting you sick.
My pox blanket. Poor guy.
No, don't touch it, you fool.
You got it.
Well,
Like
Evan's out for another 4 weeks.
Yep. All right. Never mind, guys.
it plays the song though. Like when I'm really sad, it's like, it's okay, buddy. It's
It's the long play, just like, oh no, we're gonna infect all of our stuffed animals, so everyone just stays in bed, sits, and watches Disney Plus all day.
It's
We're
a
gonna
long
pump our
con,
numbers up.
but a strong con. But all right, everybody, thanks for coming. We'll have another one out and hopefully a more regular basis. Everyone stay rad, and we'll catch you later.
See you guys.
See ya.